And a lot going on in the weather department. Matter of fact, from tonight all the way through Monday, that's 7 days in a row. I don't think we've ever put out a KENS 5 weather impact alert for 7 days in a row. But every day we're going to have some scattered storms, some possibly heavy, also locally heavy rainfall, and some gusty winds with some of those thunderstorms. So stay weather aware. Now, the next 7 days are not going to be a total washout. Matter of fact, could look like it does outside right now. Could have some sunshine. So if you've got plans over the next 7 days, I'd probably keep them, but come up with a plan B because you may have to use that plan B. All right, outside right now, it's absolutely beautiful. I'm going to tell you why it looks so nice out there right now and why that's going to change. Temperature 87. Low this morning was 74, record low 52, record high 101, set back in 1989. So we've got wall-to-wall sunshine out there, but that's going to change. Skies are going to become partly cloudy. It's going to be a very warm day. Highs low 90s, around 91. And this evening, temperatures will be in the 80s, and there is a chance for some storms this evening and into the overnight. Some of those storms could be severe. Okay, so here's what happened early this morning. Big complex of thunderstorms down to the south, and most of those now way over to the east around Houston. Matter of fact, dissipating. But in the wake of all this, what usually happens in the morning is we usually have a flow off of the Gulf, very moist, and then there's a temperature inversion that kind of locks those clouds in place. Well, when you got up this morning and you were out and about, you're like, this morning's a lot different than it has been. Well, that's the reason why that big complex of storms just disrupted the normal flow completely. But look what's happening right now. The clouds, they are coming back, and we will have partly cloudy to mostly cloudy skies for the rest of the afternoon once we get past about 2 o'clock this afternoon, and it is going to be very humid. Temperature 87 degrees, Pleasanton 85, Gonzales coming in at 85. We've got a frontal boundary to the north. Storms are developing along this front. We've got some disturbances that will be approaching from the west, and those are going to combine tonight to give us a pretty good chance for storms. By the way, really cool behind that front in the 50s. All right, big long wave trough disturbances will be approaching, and that'll give us that good chance for storms. And in this kind of situation, the way you usually works out is the days are pretty decent, but then the evenings and the overnight you have thunderstorms. And I think that's the way it's going to play out for the most part over the next couple of days. But all the way through the Memorial Day weekend, you're going to have a chance for some showers and some thunderstorms, and it probably won't stop there. I think into next week we've got a chance for some rain. All right, with the rainfall, we've got a slight risk of flooding for tonight and really for the next several days. Also, we've got a slight risk for severe storms. Large hail could be a threat. Also, damaging winds could be a threat as well. So the high 91, and then as early as 7 p.m. could start to see some thunderstorms develop to as late as about 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. Not everybody's going to see the heavy thunderstorms, but some will. And then tomorrow, yeah, I think primarily in the evening and the overnight, we'll have more thunderstorms moving in. All right, molds are light, grass is light. Here's your 14-day forecast. Next several days. Now, again, it's not going to rain the entire time. Matter of fact, some of these days may actually be pretty decent. High temperatures in the mid-80s over the weekend, in the low to mid-80s, and Monday, Memorial Day itself, about 85 with a 50-50 chance of storms. And look at this. It just continues right into next week. So